Toby, Teus, you will hear your dad described in a lot of ways by those that knew and worked with him here at the police department. You'll hear that he was a great cop, he was a gentleman, that he was a hero. Those are all true. But most importantly, your dad was quite simply one of the finest human beings I ever met.
Colorado mourns a senseless death. Officer Gordon Beesley was laid to rest today following a beautiful service at Flatirons Community Church. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. You could not miss the affection in the voices of Gordon Beesley's colleagues there, as you saw. They describe a man of high character, an English major and a musician who wore high tops to his first day in the job, had a tattoo of his dog, a man who would do anything for his family and friends.
He was a police officer, a friend, a musician, a cyclist. In addition to all of this, he was kind, he was caring, he was humble. He had a fundamental goodness to him that's all too rare. His goodness stood out from the rest so significantly that you would stop and ask, why aren't more people like Gordon?
Denver7's Gary Brode is live in Lafayette tonight.
And Gary, we saw so much love on such a difficult day.
It was a truly touching goodbye for Officer Gordon Beesley here earlier today. I have to admit, at numerous times while watching the services, it was hard not to get goosebumps. Yeah, and this all started with a massive procession early in the morning. It, of course, ended here at Flatiron Community Church for a private funeral service for family, friends, and fellow officers.
Officer Beesley, you are clear for end of watch.
Officer Gordon Beesley receiving his end of watch call late Tuesday morning.
We'll take the beat from here.
The bagpipes playing Amazing Grace immediately after.
Not every day in this profession is a good day. Well, after 5 minutes with Gordon, you couldn't help but walk away feeling better.
Colleagues turned friends of the 19-year veteran officer, all speaking his praises, many taking the opportunity to speak directly to Officer Beesley's two sons.
Your dad has already given you the greatest gift any father can give his boys: the roadmap on how to live life.
The longtime school resource officer was known in his community for touching the lives of dozens of students.
And I find myself questioning, why does God always pick the good ones? But I could find no better answer than, when you pick flowers, which ones do you pick?
Beesley's family was at the service but asked for privacy on this day. And one of the many bands this musician turned cop used to play with offered one last song for Gordon Beesley. In Lafayette, Gary Brode, Denver7.
And hundreds of people lined the procession route this morning to pay their respects to Officer Gordon Beesley. One of them was this young man with a note that read, "Godspeed, Officer Beesley. We love you and all law enforcement officers."
I think coming here with them being so little, it's hard to explain it, but we're just here to show respect and come out here and show support for all law enforcement. And that's kind of the message we give to the kids.
And Officer Beesley's death touched so many lives. Many of the people along the procession route today never met him. They still felt compelled to say goodbye.
Denver7's Ivan Rodriguez spoke with those paying their respects today.
Officer Gordon Beesley served Arvada for 19 years. This morning, the community wanted to say thank you.
I think it's incredible to be out here showing support and respect for the fallen officer and just be a part of it all.
As hundreds of law enforcement vehicles drove down Highway 7, dozens of people stood alongside for miles, wanting to say goodbye for the last time.
It's heart-wrenching. It's heartbreaking. There's a plethora of emotions. There's anger, there's sadness. It just runs the gamut of emotions, especially when you're a police family.
For those police families, what happened to Officer Beesley is a stark reminder of the risk people in law enforcement face every day.
No matter how much your husband's trained and you know how well trained they are, something like that you can't prevent, you can't do anything about. So I think that's what makes it harder for me.
In just a couple months from the procession honoring Boulder police officer Eric Talley, it's a painful image that seems prevalent across Colorado.
Seeing it one time is enough, and then you have to see it a couple months later again.
And then even explaining to the kids when they see the news coverage and why we're here, they don't fully understand. They're too young to truly understand.
But what everyone from 6 to 60 years old can understand is the respect for a fallen officer, the people he touched, and a legacy he left behind. Ivan Rodriguez, Denver7.
And it's common for us to grieve the loss of an officer in a situation like this. And mental health experts say just being exposed to trauma like this can lead to days of depression symptoms. You might feel disconnected or on edge, and that's normal.
When a community tragedy like this occurs right now, it can recreate that sense of lack of control. It can take away some of that safety, some of that joyfulness that we were hoping we were getting towards. There's a lot of people who may be struggling right now and feel like they don't have a legitimate reason to be struggling. And it's important to know that your reaction is normal and to feel valid in what you're experiencing and feeling right now.
Colorado has a 24/7 support line for people going through mental health trauma. You can call the number on your screen, or if you'd rather, you can text the word TALK to 38255.
And we have not lost sight of the other hero who lost his life in Old Town Arvada, Johnny Hurley. He's the man who shot and killed the suspect before being shot by a responding officer. Friends held a vigil for him over the weekend.
A lot of people talk about what they would do in that situation, but it's rare that someone actually has the fortitude to actually do something about it. I don't think he knew what kind of mark he was really leaving on the world. I wish he could see all the people that are impacted by him.
The DA's office is leading the investigation into Johnny Hurley's death. His family has asked for privacy, and they have not released any information about a public memorial.
Our coverage of the Old Town tragedy continues on the Denver7 Plus app for your streaming device. We spoke to several people who played in bands with Officer Beesley. They reflect on his musical style and how it shaped him as a person.
The death toll in this condo collapse near Miami is now at 12 tonight. 149 people unaccounted for. And workers have been at the scene around the clock for nearly a week now, and heavy rain is making things difficult. One worker fell 25 feet into a pile of rubble today. One man who narrowly escaped the tragedy is sharing his story with ABC. Eric DeMora says he was supposed to be in his condo Wednesday night, but his girlfriend convinced him to stay at her place. And he woke up to dozens of texts from people wondering if he was okay.
We don't control anything, and I know that more than ever. But it was her decision for me to stay. That saved my life.
Federal authorities continue to examine the wreckage for clues into what led up to that partial collapse. And President Biden and the First Lady will visit Surfside on Friday, and they are expected to meet with the families of the victims and first responders.
Tonight, Red Rocks is putting an online rumor to bed. A Change.org petition called Repeal the Red Rocks Decibel Limit tells a story about how city ordinances force the venue to quiet its performers. It is not based on reality. Today, both the City of Denver and Red Rocks management called the petition a campaign of misinformation. There are no new noise ordinances, and Red Rocks is committed to the same quality experience it's provided for generations.
Still some flash flood concerns up in the mountains. I'll check out the prospects for rain in the next 7 days.
It feels like Armageddon. It really does.
An unprecedented heat wave continues in the Pacific Northwest. We'll explain the impact of the rising temperatures.
Plus, we'll tell you which Colorado counties are among the healthiest in the U.S.